Hello music muffins and welcome to another Q&A video, yeah! I haven't done one of these videos for ages, so I'm really excited to answer some more of your questions. And yeah, so let's get straight in with question number 1. So the first question, what's your process for writing a song? That's an interesting question. I don't know if I have like one process all the time, but for a lot of my songs I will start with the music first, then write the lyrics afterwards, but it depends. Sometimes it's the other way around. Also, depending on what song I'm doing, I might start with a different part of the music, like I might start with a beat or something and then layer up the instruments on top of that and then write the lyrics, or I might start with the piano part. It kind of depends on what I'm playing around with at the time, because if I'm like playing around with the piano and then I come up with something, I might start with that. But if I'm just sort of like jamming with the drum sounds on the keyboard and then I go, oh, I like this beat, and then something comes off that. So it kind of depends, but generally speaking I start with music first and then the lyrics. In terms of the process though, like pretty much the same for everything I do. It just sort of depends what comes to me first. And lyrics, I just listen to it lots of times. Sometimes I'll get like a section and put it on loop and then just wait for things to come into my head really, and like just see how it makes me feel and what I think of, and then I might brainstorm words or something and then write lines off that, or maybe just go straight in with the lines that come in my head, because sometimes I listen to it and then my brain starts coming up with a melody and then I use that melody and then come up with the lyrics based on that, and like use the rhythm and stuff to see what flows naturally. But yeah, that's pretty much my process for writing a song. Let's move on to another question. If you could meet me, what would be the first thing you would do and why? Well, because you're my friend, the first thing I'd probably do is hug you lots and give you lots of love and stuff and make you feel appreciated. But then I would probably, you know, say hi and then be like, oh my god, I don't know what to say, because I'm like really awkward in person. But I would try and talk to you and, you know, be like a friend and just talk about anything basically, like however people do when they meet people. Yeah, I basically would just talk to you for as long as I could, even if that was only a couple of minutes. I would savor every second of it, and if you wanted like a picture or something, then we would do that. Obviously I don't think I'm like cool enough for that or anything, but if that were to happen, then I would be like, yeah, let's have a picture, selfie, and it would just be so fun and awesome. But yeah, I think the first thing I'd probably do is hug you, unless you don't like hugs, in which case, no, I wouldn't do that. But I would be super excited to meet you though, and that's not just you, that goes for like any of you. Like if I somehow one day got to meet you guys, that would be so awesome. Next question, what movie, picture or video always makes you laugh? I can't even remember the last movie I watched. I sometimes like rewatch animated films from like my childhood, like I don't know, Finding Nemo or whatever, and there's bits in that make me laugh, but other than that I don't really know, because like I said, I don't really watch movies that much. In terms of a picture that makes me laugh, there's so many, but I'm gonna just pick one of my favourites and I'm gonna put it in the video. Magic! I hope it made you laugh. I love it. And a video that always makes me laugh. Well, most of you found me through other YouTubers, so pretty much anything by them. There's loads of Jack's videos that make me laugh all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what mood I'm in. In fact, to be honest, just most anything he does. I could be sad and I'll still watch him and just be like, Eevee videos, they're funny. Oh, does this count as a video? I don't know. It was like a Vine, I think, but it was the one with the caterpillar rave. You know, there was like the little caterpillars on the leaf and then the guy go I don't know why. I love that so much. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll try and find it and put it in the video, but yeah, if I found it, it will be here.
Caterpillar rave.
I love that for some reason. It's just, oh my gosh, it gets me every time. I love it. I could just rewind and watch it over and over again. I love it. Let's move on to the next question. If you could learn any language, what language would you want to learn and why? Oh, that's an interesting question. I would love to learn... What would I like to do? Well, considering I'm part Dutch, I think that would be a good language to know because it would just be cool to be able to talk to my Dutch relatives and stuff. And actually it'd be funny because like if my dad was speaking Dutch to whoever like in his family, I'd be able to understand it and join in and stuff, which would be cool. And I think as it's just like part of me, it would just be nice to know. But I'd also quite like to learn French because I've been there on a few holidays. I'm going there again this summer. It would be cool to know the language a bit more and actually be able to talk more than just like reading off menus and stuff. So yeah, that would be cool. It'd be cool to learn like Irish, like proper Irish, not like the slang and stuff, but like the proper, what do you call it? I can't remember what it's called now, but like the proper language, and just use that because I probably don't need to tell you why I want to learn that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory by the Sams and the little Jack in the background. I think that gives it away. Let's move on. Ooh, another interesting one. Have you ever experienced lucid dreaming? Nope, not ever, but I know what it is and it does seem kind of cool, but at the same time it seems really weird to know that you're dreaming and be able to control it and stuff. Just seems strange to me, but kind of cool as well. But I have no idea how to do it, so I've never experienced it. But there was one time, I don't know if this counts, but there was one time where I had a dream, and me in the dream, I said, but this is all a dream, and like I somehow knew I couldn't control myself or anything, but I knew it was a dream, and that was probably the closest I ever got. So if that counts, then yes, I have, but I think you have to control it for it to count. I think. I'm not sure though. So maybe. Who knows? Moving on, let's see what we got. What would be your advice for people who want to become musicians but don't know where to start? Oh, that's a tricky question. I would say just start, like just do it. I know that sounds really dumb, like how's that advice? But I mean, like, just don't be afraid to do things even if you feel like you don't really know what you're doing, because honestly, right, so much of the stuff I do with my music, I have no idea what I'm doing, and to be honest, life in general, I don't know what I'm doing. But does anyone really know? But I think it's just a case of start with whatever you have. Don't be afraid to, even if you haven't got the best software or the best instruments or whatever, don't be afraid to try things out and share it, get feedback and work on it, and keep doing that over and over again. And then when you can upgrade your software or whatever, then do that, and then it will take it to the next level. And basically just do it as much as you can. Don't be afraid to share it and get feedback. In terms of like becoming a musician, maybe in terms of learning an instrument, then that's definitely just a case of doing it and being patient with it as well, because learning an instrument can take a long time and it can be frustrating and it might feel like you're not getting anywhere, but you have to just persevere with it and keep going. And if you don't really know like what instrument to learn, then just, I don't know, maybe go for something you like the sound of and just think, oh, I wish I could play that. Maybe that's the one you should pick. Or if it's like money or something, then maybe just get the one that you could afford and start from there. I don't know, but this is probably really bad advice. But that's because I feel like I've been a musician for so long, I can't even remember. It's almost just always been a part of my life. So, I don't know. I would just say do it. Don't worry about whether you're good at it or not, or just enjoy it, have fun with it. So, let's see, do we have any more? Yes, we do. How did you learn theory on keyboard? I know enough to do basic chords and combine them with melodies in patterns and stuff, but I know nothing about augmented and diminished ones, and I don't know my gosh darn scales. Haha, if I paid you, could you give me lessons? Firstly, if I could give you lessons, that would be pretty cool, but I don't know if I'm very good at teaching, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not that great at explaining things. But how did I learn theory on keyboard? If you mean like music theory, then I guess I just learned it at school. And I did have lessons for a bit, but not really that long. And there's a lot of stuff that I sort of figured out for myself, like in terms of chords and melodies going together and stuff. I just do that by ear anyway. In terms of like augmented and diminished stuff, it's just a case of learning. Like find a lesson on, or get someone to teach you, or just find it online. These days you can find almost anything online. If you were to type in a chord you wanted to know, it would tell you what the notes are. Let's see if I play it on here. If you have like a C chord, so you'd have C, E and G like this. Oh, it's lighting up. Then the augmented one, you would just move the top one up one, so that would be like an augmented C augmented like that. So basically you're just stacking major thirds, because you have C and E, which is a major third, and then E and G sharp, which is a major third, or A flat. So that gives you major thirds, and if you do diminished ones, then you do it with minor thirds, so you'd have like C and E flat, and then you'd have E flat and G flat or F sharp, and that would give you a diminished chord. So yeah, there you go, little lesson for you. That's how you do that. Scales, you could just probably just like look them up, or find them in like a piano book or something, but they're not that hard, or as hard as you think they might be if you practice them a lot. They say that you're supposed to practice them every day. I don't, and I suspect a lot of musicians don't. And phone, be quiet. But yeah, basically if you just find what they are and then practice them over and over again, then you'll learn them eventually. It's just one of those things that you have to do it a lot and then it sinks in. Like, I know my scales, but in terms of actually playing them, I have to practice them a lot to not make mistakes with them. Yeah, it's just one of those things you have to practice and rehearse, really, and then sort of memorize it, basically. I don't even know if I've answered your question at all, but I've tried. Okay, 2 more questions to go. What do you think about cacti? I don't know if I really have an opinion, because they're like spiky and could probably hurt you a lot, but at the same time they can be cute when you get like little ones. Like, I don't know, I don't really know what I think of them. They're cool, I guess. I mean, nature is cool anyway. I don't really know enough about them to make an opinion. I would say that as long as you don't touch them and poke the spiky bits, then they're probably fine. Cacti are cool, I guess. Oh no, it's the last question. If you could go on a date with an alter ego, who would you choose? I'm presuming you mean like the Jacksepticeye egos. Oh, that's a tough one. Probably not Auntie, because he'd just kill me or something and it would be creepy, so probably not. Maybe JJ, because he's like quiet like me, and I guess that would work. I say quiet, it depends. Like, when I'm with new people I am, but like when I do this, I can be wild and crazy and doing weird things. Most of them are pretty cool, apart from, well, Auntie would just kill me and would be like creeping me out the entire time. Unless Misery came out and we were both just glitching on a glitchy date, just like creepy and just enjoying each other's darkness. That's about the only way that would work. I don't know, but basically maybe any of them actually, because they're basically just Jack, and if that would mean I would get to meet him, and that would be awesome. So yeah, I don't know. Be interested to know who you would pick, actually. Feel free to let me know what your answer is, because I can't logic my way out of all of them, apart from Auntie. That's the obvious one where I'm like, no, that's just scary. So yeah, that's basically all I have on that question. That's all of the questions answered. Oh no, what will I do? That means the video has to end and I don't want it to. I don't want to go yet. I love you guys. Don't make me leave. Okay, fine. So anyway, that was another fun Q&A video. If you guys want to do another one of these, then let me know and I can have some more questions and we can have some more fun. And yeah, thank you for everyone who submitted a question. This was super fun. I always love these videos. It makes me think a lot, and I'm sorry if I rambled too much and this video ends up being really long, because yeah, I had a lot of thinking and I kind of just went off into, I don't know, but yeah, so sorry about that. I always enjoy interacting with you guys. These are some of my favourite videos. I love being able to have this two-way thing. You're getting to know me, but I also kind of get to know you because your questions are stuff that you're interested in, and we just have like a two-way discussion about random stuff like friends, and it's so fun. And yes, I just love interacting with you guys, so if we could do more of this, it would be so fun. Let's go to the outro. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Thank you for watching Music Muffins. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to share the like button, some love. And if you want to see more videos, you know what you need to do. Obey the cushion. And I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.